Let me unmute for my family today. Good morning, precious people. Good morning, good morning. I'm finna get to the pleasantries. Only do it the way I know how to do it this morning. Let me get back to the top of this thing and say, Lena L, good morning. Love Mama, grand risings to you. Georgia boy, top of the morning. Kobe Fatty, a.k.a. Elizabeth P. Finney. Brian Burgess, good morning. Asaya Quill, a.k.a. Mama Quill. Christina Mosley, good morning. Sunflower 34, Wanda Smith. Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, I ain't going. Good morning to all you beautiful people. Mr. Thomas, good morning. Eartha Logan, good morning. I see you again, Christina Mosley. It didn't matter. I know what you were saying, 810. Good morning. Denise Alicia Russell, Detroit boy, Michelle 69. Marcus Fielder, that's my good brother from Fairfield, California. Good morning to y'all. Coretta Hodge, Javier Ellis. Nah, it ain't no problem. Mr. Thomas. Okay, let's get JJ Wood in the mood now. Carolyn Hendricks and my good sister Renee Jackson from the Shy, baby. Good morning. Good morning. Abundant Fate, Marcia A. Talbert. Good morning. Concrete Jungle. Stay solid, brother. Stay solid. Tasha Bella Michelle. I see no gains in the building. New one. Shantae Rollins tapping in from Chicago. Some call it the Windy City. Miss D, tell them smash that like button when they coming in. You heard what she said. Smash that like button. Tasha Lynn, Marshall Green, lovely one. Thank you to be tapping in. Felicia Martinez coming in from New Jersey. Thank you for tapping in. Deborah O'Neill, she coming from the 313. For y'all that don't know, that's the D. And we got Johnny G in the building. I see you, Johnny. We got unapologetic IB Keys, Emma Williams. Good morning. And we got Tay Tay. And for people don't know, that's Taylor. Hold up. Am I picking? Oh, crap. That's probably hearing from me on my phone. Connect. Okay, I got that muted. For people that don't know, I ain't going. Keep supporting us. Miss Karaja Smith, Granny G, YJ717. Thank you for tapping in. Cameron Hardy, good morning. And we got Salty Chef coming in for Saskatchewan, Canada. We might be relocating there, brother. I'm just telling you what I know. Dana Bryant, good morning. New one. Then we got Tidra Owens. Thank you for tapping in. And she coming from the 334. Tedrick, can you tell me what area code is it 334? It's early in the morning. And I lost all my sense from coming out of high school, even a little bit of college. Lanita Murray, good morning. Eddie Gray, my good brother, tapping in from the 704 Charlotte bound. Now we got Claude Banks. He's saying, watch his paces go to work. And you got my beautiful cousin, Maria Carter, in the building. Then we got Donnell Meredith. You know what time it is. Michelle Smith, a.k.a. Ann. Good morning, Ann. And I don't say you ain't hear me give you this out here. Tell your husband I said beautiful morning to him, too. And Claude Banks said, good morning, Kane. He coming on in a minute. He coming on. He coming on. We got Tony Terry, my good brother, tapping in from Miami-Dade County. That's the 305 for people who don't know. Then we got Antonio Wiggins. He's tapping in on the bat phone. Y'all know how the brother play. Oh, that's Alabama, the 334. My granny was from Mobile. Thank you, Tidra, for tapping in. We need all the support. We might have to relocate there. And then we got my fellow one now. You know who this is. Shooting the shit T from the 7th Ward. That's a Valley girl that's staying over by the States right now. Y'all know what time it is. It's still 7th Ward. We got Mr. Classic in the building. We got Trevor B in the building. We got John Campbell in the building. And we got my good brother Raphael Bird coming in from the 60601. If you don't know what that is, that's Jackson, Mississippi. I'm telling you, I see the K-Sturd and just tapped in. We got Allen in the building. Good morning. Then we done been caught up with everybody. Oh, hold on. Miss Lewis, good morning. Somebody called Taco Bill. You ain't lying, because Winters is over there. She went south of the border this morning. And we got Bishop Ron Jones and we got Classy K. Can I tell you, good morning to you beautiful people. Good morning. With further ado, let me get this thing together. Without further ado, y'all know what time it is. It is I, myself, and the king. Because the other girl, she just come when she want to come. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We got AB in the building from the 850. And if y'all don't know what that is, that's Panama, Florida. Panama City, Florida. They love us down there. We might be having to come to Florida. Linda Coons, good morning. And we got the beautiful Miss Eunice Jackson going to tell you how she feel about it. She ain't going to sugarcoat it. She going to get right down there to it. Renetta, the goddess, grand rising to you. And then we got Allie Nicole Gaddis Rivers in the building. Then we got Andre Holland. Thank you for tapping in, brother, and steady supporting us, even though it don't look like it's going to be no sunshine. Look like it's going to be a bunch of rain, because it is raining today. I would say what the weather is, but, and y'all smash that like button. Now, come on now. It's 151 of us in this building. Like, hit that, smash that like button. Let's quit playing. Anytime Nell got to tell y'all, hit that like button. What's up, Rodney Thomas, my good brother? What up, King? Y'all don't understand what time. Y'all don't know how hard it is to get up here every day and do this. But I love it. Kevin Earls, good morning. Crystal Monique, good morning. Y'all know what it is, but here we are. And it's time for us to get busy. Y'all know y'all can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Rumble, and you can catch us on Twitch. Donnell Meredith in the building, Sweet Cupcake on break. Good morning, and she said, good morning, Maurice Davis.
Good morning.
Christine Chandler, we gotta handle business this morning, because it didn't get nothing to handle that council last night. All we got is a bunch of nothing burgers. Oh, you a little no. I think it is. You ate that Taco Bell last night, so but this lateness, this tardiness that you doing is really starting to be a little bit much, Winters. You know, I wanted to come in and talk about the council and the mayor, but you got to get your time together. It's becoming a little bit much. I don't like it. I just got to get that out there. I just want to put that out there. I don't like it. Because if I do get the bag, you know, how is that going to show to the people saying, like, you on time and she ain't on time? And then we trying to get on people who supposed to be doing their business. That it don't make sense. But here we are. Sandra Nichols Martin, good morning. Y'all know I had to get on her every morning. I tell her, leave that Taco Bell alone. Trevor, Lil Mama said that they can't find us on Rumble. So can you put it in the link in the chat, Trevor, for Lil Mama can come over there and understand how we rumbling over there, because we finna shake up the Rumble side and the Twitch side. Odie, good morning. Well, one thing I can say, I'm gonna say this, family, and there's no reason. I'm gonna tell you. You know what? When you get here, do your thing, sister girl. Do your thing. Let me say this. Queen Anifa, grand rising to your beautiful grand rising. I will say this last night. What I found out, I got nothing but love for that man, Jason, we the people. I know. I know. I got nothing but love for that man, for how he coming in. I had to, and I'm being serious, man. What I seen from Jason, we the people. Liddell, what you gonna do, and I don't like to use these big words, but you gonna have Flint, you and that mayor gonna have Flint in the constitutional crisis. Am I putting it in the right position? Am I saying it right? Miss Teresa, good morning.
Right.
Because what I saw last night from the police, But with Jason, Jason making me look at, you gotta look at things different now. When Jason went to calling some stuff out, talking about constitutional rights, them police put the on, hold up, let's talk. When Jason said, hey, I'll be there in the morning, put a complaint in on you, the
Oh,
whole attitude changed. And I seen them police, man, they didn't want to go. Them police, well, I'll say this, yesterday, they didn't act like they wanted to arrest those people out no more. Now they getting to the point where they didn't got tiresome. And I don't think it was us. I don't think they got tired because of us. I'm gonna say that right there. I'm not gonna them constitutional fellas that come on in and know the Constitution, boy, they is giving them problems. And when I seen that officer tell Liddell, we can't throw everybody out. Liddell wanted everybody threw out. Held up counsel for 45 minutes
wow.
off of playing games. Held it up. Judy too, let's just be real, Judy too. I never seen Nancy Adams, good morning. Carol Kincaid, good morning to you. Spring Heron, the three beautiful ladies, good morning to y'all. I never seen, and you right, I never seen with how, and I'm being honest, Maurice. I'm including you in this.
Okay.
I never seen, like, Jed is one thing how he came, but how Jason down at council and when he calling them rights out, it seemed like it was different. It was different. Them police went to looking at Liddell like she was the problem, which she is the problem. And I think last night, because she didn't get her way, she single-handedly is reason. Now, I'm not going to say if they was going to pass that budget, if they wasn't going to pass it. She single-handedly is why the budget didn't get approved at council last night. I got to put that on Liddell.
My.
I mean, this how mad she was. I don't know. Floyd Turner, good morning. Unc Carl Lewis in the building, and the beautiful Sherry Allen. She said good morning to me and you, Mr. Davis.
Good morning. Good morning.
I can't, and I can't. I can't believe, and it's like, and it wasn't just Jason We the people that knew the con. It was another guy there, the one that Judy them couldn't stop because he was holding. You know what I'm saying? He was holding the trip. This thing right here, them council members of the recklessness, they gonna have this city getting sued up to yin yang.
Well, you go to penitentiary, mess with that constitutional law. That's different than the charter and all this local stuff in state and city. Constitution is the Supreme Court, the law of the land. And if they know that constitutional law, which Jason is very astute,
he own it.
They better be careful.
Because he pulled out some paper and read something off of it. Them police said, hold up, can we talk? We just need to go out in the hallway, just have a little simple conversation. I don't know. All I know is Jason told that one, said, hey, I'll be down in the morning to file my complaint in on you. Whole attitude started changing.
And he mean it.
JoJo, good morning. Oh, he wasn't playing.
No, he ain't playing.
And now Sherry Allison and Liddell tried to blame Tanya for the lack of quorum. Well, she don't do nothing but lie anyway. So Omar Thorpe, good morning. He said peace and blessings to him, us, Brother Davis. Loving me, good morning.
Appreciate you.
Good morning. I'm telling you right now, I never seen nothing like this in my life. When I tell y'all now, and I know people loving me, good morning. I know people gonna be Eleanor Wicker, good morning. And she said good morning to you too, Mr. Davis.
Good morning. Good morning.
But last night, and I like John Campbell, you seen it. What I'm saying, this stuff that they doing, Liddell them doing, if can't nobody see that she went over there to the police. She was talking to the dude, because the one guy, if you clap, she wanted you put out for clapping.
It's time for somebody that don't use emotion, that actually operate with knowledge. Knowledge is power. And Jason them is operating in knowledge. That's dangerous.
Oh,
that's dangerous.
And and you right, Javier Ellis, gotta give a shout out to my sister. Y'all know her sister Taliba. But Liddell tried to bully her yesterday and was targeted, but she wasn't playing with her.
Oh wow.
With Sister Taliba don't want, but
Wow.
the stuff Judy them doing, calling the meeting when there's only 3 people there. For the people
Oh
can't, for they can go down there and have to take where you can't sign in and get the
yes.
oh man, they playing all type of games. If then how you gonna call a meeting and say stand at
Right.
ease?
No such word
But
verbiage.
if you called the meeting only 3 people there, should have been a lack of quorum. Shouldn't have been no
Mhm.
meeting. But see, this is what happens when you get lawlessness. What I saw from Liddell, listen, and I forgot to bring my notes up here, my paper
Mhm.
from the meeting last night over the agenda. But this, what you seeing right now, that's why it's so important to vote for that third ward seat. This third ward seat more important than anything. Only thing I say, the people, when you do vote, don't vote for no coward. That's the only thing I can say. If you gonna vote, don't vote for no cowards. Don't do it because we done seen how people will play. Don't do it. You got, and I get it. You know what I'm saying. This voting thing is serious.
It's very
You know
serious.
what I'm saying. The way you gonna play, but all I can tell people is this, because like I said, I wasn't born in the '60s. I can tell you that.
Mhm.
I wasn't born in the '50s. But you can go pull it up on YouTube. You can see the things that happened. You can have the recounts, and you can see how them people family felt. When you trying to really get the people together, because I'm going back thinking about Megan Everett, how he got took out
Mhm.
because he was trying to fight for the people. Voting, voting. What we doing right now? Trying to get people to vote. It's been, man, listen, this voting thing is so serious that they have killed people, did all type of distraction for people. This why this why I do say, man, vote for somebody who got you gonna believe on standing on business. Because right now, what you seeing up there on that council is that's not city work getting done. Them are hidden agendas getting pushed through. Hidden agendas.
They're not hidden no more, mate.
Nah, that's even like, and I'm being honest, and and I hate to say this, but we wouldn't be here if things would have been handled better years ago. We wouldn't be here. I'm telling you, and I said what you hear. I was in the farmer market. I'm gonna go back to it again.
Mhm.
They probably watching. I was in the farmers market. When I tell you, half the people was for 810, half the people was for the mayor. But then when I went to the people that was supporting the mayor, when I was making my points, far as like, you know what I'm saying, y'all all right with, you know what I'm saying, far as the water,
Mhm.
I'm like, y'all all right with that? When I started bringing this up, then it act like they started getting a conscience. Oh, well, wait, but you got to understand. No, I watched it. I read Ernst and Young. Good morning. I watched this girl yesterday, well, the day before, Miss Nell. Watched her say her trying to take a shower, turning her water on to smell like feces.
Right.
Feces. Then you get this thing with the EPA come on here and say the pipes is complete. The water is this.
Mhm.
Then you had this thing called, and I'm gonna go back to it. They had a celebration. Cheryl Brody's Good Morning, and I will say this: I do applaud the council people who didn't show up to that thing, to that meeting that was had at Christ Fellowship about a celebrating for the concerned pastors and Melissa Mays.
Mm.
I'm like that where we at right now. Michael Cooley, the good brother from Greenwood, Mississippi, the 662. If y'all don't know, that's my good brother Michael Cooley. This really show you how detached that we are, and I'm gonna say it, and it's crazy, but these blacks think Flint really think they got a black elite class here. They really think they think they have a black elite class here. Like Boule. They really feel they got a class here, like, oh, cause we getting money.
Back in the day, the preachers had volume in them churches where they used to try to control, and that's why the black side of town, north end, east side, look the way it does. and downtown look like it does. But it's time out. You need your Jasons. You need people that have the backbone to line up, not just thumb thugging on a computer or a cell phone. He stand up for what he believes. And now, if we don't have people to stand up and fight for least of these, it's a wrap. It's a wrap because once you learn to operate in knowledge like doing this equipment, Mickey, I could talk a good game, but if you move out the way and cut this stuff off, do I have the knowledge to cut it all back on and get it to function? Or you might have it running, and I could sit here and look like I'm astute running all this equipment, but if I have a problem, can I solve it? And we need problem solvers sitting downtown, and we don't have that. We have people that's moving off emotion and is running us further off the cliff, and we're there now.
Well, this is a question for you. This
Hmm.
Camila, I
Hmm.
want to say your name wrong. Camila Sanders said, "Good morning. Mr. Davis, will you please let us know why you're no longer allowing the June 1st gathering to enter site, or are you no longer in support?" That's what they came on here.
Can I be truthful and answer that?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Answer.
It's very disheartening. First of all, what's the young lady name, Mick?
Uh, I want to say her name wrong. Com- Camila, Camila,
Camila as well as Johnny G.
Camila Sanders.
And this goes to Johnny G. All of a sudden, it's my baby. I know nothing about it, Camila. Miss Rose, when she had contacted me, I have a what we talking about is the Heritage and Harmony stage over on Dayton where I do my festival. It's been people baptized over on that stage. It's a community space. Land Bank used to own the property, and I wanted to put a stage so I could play on my own property, so they made me purchase the property. But only reason I purchased it because they made me. But anybody welcome to utilize that stage. Johnny G, you need to know this. Cause when I say I'm not bought paid for by nobody, and I try to help any and everybody. Nobody from Maurice Davis, when Rose asked me to use that stage, anybody in the city of Flint or even outside, as long as it's not nothing that's gonna harm that neighborhood as a rap or something that could turn violent, I'm not gonna tolerate it. But anything peaceful, you're more than welcome to utilize that stage. And that's you, Johnny G, or anybody else. I told Miss Biggs that this morning. What's very disheartening for me, when I seen the flyer and I didn't see nobody's name on that flyer. I got a concert. You'll see, get off here, you'll see a flyer with me. And it's a Heritage and Harmony, which I do an event every year, the first Saturday in August. When Rose called me about the march with Jedediah, everybody got a right to protest, especially this city been harmed bad. But people don't have sense enough to know who to listen to. When I waste my time, I get mad about it. When I come up here on 810 News Media Group with Winters and Mickey and Trevor now, it's a purpose for it. And I want to make this perfectly clear. Maze land in the grave. This is about the third time I had to say this. I'm nothing to play with. You more than welcome to utilize the stage, but here go a problem, y'all. Here go a problem. Don't never do nothing you scared to do and do it proper. The mayor called me yesterday, and he was very frustrated. Why? Maurice, um, why you gonna have a protest against me? You and Beverly, which is my wife, got threatened, life threatened, and my life been threatened. And now you gonna have a protest against me and my wife over there over at your place. I say, hold up, man. I ain't got nothing to do with no protest over there. Anybody can use that space. When he seen the flyer, I guess if you Google it, it's gonna say 1401, which is Maurice Davis. I'm the owner. It's very frustrating. And I told him, I say, now here I go. I'm finna get drugged for this. And true enough, I'll be damned. John sitting here trying to drag me. Miss Beverly Biggs probably think I'm a part of something, want to drag Cossie. Whatever Maurice got to say, I'm gonna say it openly and in public. As y'all can see, I'm a grown man. I can handle my own. I talked to Miss Rose. I said, and I told Rose, The mayor looking at this as a death threat. Now, I don't give a doggone who right and who wrong. Only thing I'm answering is y'all question about what happened to the postponement. I said, Mayor, I don't have nothing to do with it. I know Rose asked me about using that stage. Yes, she can use it, and anybody else under the sound of this microphone, long as no foolishness. Now, I said that to say this. Also, in the same conversation, well, it ain't gonna turn out good. Maurice, I'm gonna tell you. You might not want to be a part, it ain't gonna turn out good. What kind of friend am I if I know somebody gonna do something harmful to you or whatever it might be and not tell you? And I'm going first person. Can't nobody lie on the mayor. That you get in a lot of trouble lying on the mayor. To me, when I know something ain't gonna turn out good, I went straight and told Rose what the mayor told me. I told Mickey what the mayor told me. I would have called Winters, but I know y'all was busy. But all of a sudden, it's Maurice's baby. I have nothing against Jedediah, John, or anybody else, but why in the world would we start more mess? And we got mess downtown, and we're gonna add to it. Always operate in the truth. If you want to proceed with this march, celebration, or whatever y'all want to call it, that's on y'all. I just delivered the message because I have nothing to do with it. This is not a Maurice event. Maurice ain't against nothing. Now, here go another thing, though. I'm going to thumb that and put this here in front of the whole whoever listening. Half of the city for it, and half of the city ain't for it. That's truth. And what God loves is the truth. The problem is we got too many cowards in this town. Messy cowards. A lot of people say I would have shot him if he came in front of my house. I even heard some police talking that stuff. I ain't mentioning no name, but they said because it was that disrespectful in their eyesight to bring a coffin to somebody's house. But whether the mayor, I can't speak on how you feel. If he felt him and his wife Cynthia, which is a state rep, said life-threatening, I know them in some federal and some, whoa, you could get in a whole lot of trouble messing with that stuff with death threats. I owe it to y'all to put it there. Now, I lay it there like that because it was done to me a little different than because if Maurice do something, if you see my flyer, you're gonna see Maurice's picture on it, Maurice's name. If you see me on this podcast, if I come in, I'm gonna come in as Maurice D. Davis, not a fake page, because I'm not fake. Too much faking going on in this town. Y'all more than welcome. Whatever you want to do, but put it on notice. I ain't got nothing to do. It's a public space. Rose says she ain't got nothing to do with it. It's up to y'all what you want to do. Because the mayor said, having been no permits pulled, y'all voted the man as mayor. If he don't approve him, so be it. But this city functions off of law, not emotion. If you're running for council, you might well not run if you think you're going to sit in them seats on emotion. You better do like Jason and learn constitutional law. You better learn the charter. You better learn council rule. That's why Liddell and them having their way and Maurice sitting to the side because, as you can see, I'm not nothing to play with. I'm for the people. Am I bagging out? Do it sound like it? I ain't bagging out on nothing. Anybody, I purchased that land for the public. John, if you want to utilize that stage, it's sitting there. Beverly Biggs is sitting there. Like Lord help us. We in trouble because we have nobody grown enough, man enough, woman enough to stand up and whatever come about, you scared to speak on it. I'm speaking on it. I'm speaking on it. But like I said, and I'm telling you the whole truth, what the mayor said. If something happened, you can't say Maurice and put it out here publicly. If everybody go to jail, whatever, I don't want to see nobody harmed. That's my personal property over there now because I had to buy it. But I didn't buy it. They accused me of buying it just for myself. That was a lie. Everybody to utilize that gospel council, church meetings, church services have been held on that stage. I use it once a year. So no, Maurice ain't got nothing to do with it. But the mayor said if it's an illegal march, let it be known this day. Mayor Neely, if you're listening, you and your administration, the public know. If they choose to do whatever they want to do it. I'm done with it. Did I answer your question? If any,
No,
if
she
not,
said thank you. You answered her question.
thank you, Mickey. John, did I answer your question? or anybody else. I only have one God that I serve, and I'm looking forward to listening to Miss Taliba. Mickey, I'm done with it.
Okay, well, you got your question. And as y'all can see, Winters just got in. It's late as usual. What, let me see, who did I miss? Can they use the stage or not? He said they can use the stage, it's free to be used. Now, he said that. He said it's free to be used, as long as it's in peaceful. It,
Right. And I
peaceful.
and I delivered what the mayor said. It ain't gonna turn out good for whoever involved. So y'all at your own risk, so to speak, whatever y'all
How,
got
but
going.
how he gonna call and threaten somebody? What do you mean by it ain't gonna turn out good?
Because he told me it's a threat against him and his wife's life. And
At your stage.
no. Not at the stage. He thought the event was put on by me because the flyer have no name on it. That that the one
Okay.
with the coffin.
So when I sat down here Monday, I didn't even know that they had moved the venue. I seen some comments in there said, "We're not even going to the mayor's house no more. We're not even going to the mayor's house no more."
I know they're going
And
to the mayor's house.
no, this is the first time, and
Oh,
I
okay.
assumed,
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
assumed. First of all, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Shouts out to 18 News Media, blah blah
Hmm.
blah. And I assumed that they was just going back again with a repeat. And then, I seen a couple comments said, "No, we're not going back to the mayor's house. We're not going back to the
Right.
mayor's house." And I'm like, well, where the hell they going? But I'm not in on the planning or anything. So I was
That's
sitting, I'm
right.
waiting to see what's
That's
going
right.
on. So I've talked to so many people around Flint,
Right.
and even I myself said I didn't personally agree going to the house.
Absolutely.
I didn't like that.
Absolutely.
I don't like going to nobody's house because I don't want nobody coming to my house.
That's right.
Okay? That's just me.
Hmm.
But I get the right to protest. I get everything. I stand for what the people do.
Absolutely.
So then when I seen the flyer and I said, okay, they having it at the stage over there.
Okay.
It's known as Maurice's stage. I
There
mean,
you go.
it's Maurice's
That's
stage.
right.
Okay. So I'm like, this is cool. This is what up. A lot
Okay.
of the people, a lot of the big people who probably would crumble if I said their names on here was like,
Hmm.
they also was like, wow, that was kind of drastic going to the mayor's house. I get it. But
Absolutely.
if you just did another protest anywhere else in the city, you could have did it on the city
That's right.
on the line of City Hall. They would have got it. They would have understood it. So the right to protest is the right to protest.
Right.
So then fast forward to yesterday
Hmm.
morning on the show. I think we talked about it for a few minutes about
Absolutely.
it's gonna land. They was gonna
Yes.
start at
Absolutely.
City Hall or somewhere not too far, and they was gonna have like a motorcade. They was gonna have people walking. Um, I hear what you're saying about permits and stuff. I don't know about the street closures, and I don't
Right.
and all of those laws. I don't know about
That's
none of that
correct.
stuff. We talked about one of our Flintstones was going. She was going to provide the food.
Right.
We talked about people actually coming together because it's been like a lot of people
Absolutely.
that's this probably it for us.
Hmm.
Like this is probably it. So last night, I'm asleep and I wake up this morning to like hellfire and destruction. Like
Hmm.
I'm reading the text saying that it's off, it's been canceled.
Hmm.
And I'm like, why? Well, the mayor called Maurice. Okay, and
This is my exact words to Rose. Beverly Biggs this morning in the audience y'all have before you this morning. I just said, watch this. Only thing the mayor said to me, he said they ain't gonna turn out good, and they haven't pulled no permits or whatever. I don't know what that threat is, but I would be wrong, Winters, to have y'all to do something. And I know, wait a minute, I had a call about it, and you could get in whatever. I don't know the situation,
right.
and I know one thing. I done sit downtown, and I know certain threats is different than others. When you use that term, death threat, I'm not trying to get involved in it, but if that's once I put it to you, I done told you. So now you're more than welcome to go over here because I told you all of everything I know, and it's a public space.
So basically,
I ain't canceled. Nothing, cause I
No,
never started.
right, and that's what Jedediah is in here saying right now. Like, no, can't nobody cancel something that they ain't over. So the
Correct.
message that went out, that's foul. That's foul. And it's like
They dragging me for something I don't know nothing about.
because you said that they couldn't have it at the stage no more.
No.
That's the message that came out.
That's what they dragging me. I didn't. No. Rose said she counseled. Maurice, I just said it again.
What the hell, Rose? You know, okay, so I got two questions, probably one to Jedediah.
Okay.
I know you can't answer. What do Rose got to do with this? Like, how is Rose
Well, this is how
calling it?
Rose called me about the stage.
Okay, so she got with them.
And when she called me about it, I said, Rose, ain't no information. People gonna think this is me doing something. Where's the who doing this event? Okay, I know Jedediah. And when the mayor called me, he called me because no information. He said somebody brought to his attention, however. Mayor, I'm not the one doing this event. I got a public space.
But you know what really got me fucked up?
Uh-huh.
Rose is an ex-cop.
Hmm.
You know the damn law. So what you mean? Like, how you even gonna get shifted when a mayor of a city tell you you can't have a protest, or I wouldn't advise you because it ain't gonna end
Well,
up well.
this is
And you an
well let
ex-cop.
me let
The
me
way they burnt her shit
whoa, whoa,
down.
whoa. Let me say this though. And this is where council come in. Rose angle is you got to it is going rogue is one thing, a rogue, but he throwing in enough. Where's the permits to do when I have events, we have to have all kinds of stuff in place. So she thought all of that was in place on her behalf, but
Who
I
did
don't
she
know.
talk
True,
to?
right. I'm with
Who
Jedediah.
did
Who did she talk to?
Oh, I don't know.
you with Jedediah?
No,
Jedediah don't know who she
no,
talked
no,
to?
no. This was Jedediah. I'm saying I'm with what he's saying. He said so. No one knew who was calling. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like
Right, Jed. So nobody knew who was calling the play.
And that's exactly right. And my name shouldn't even be in the conversation. You're
j-
more Jedediah, y'all more than welcome, whatever y'all. That's a public space. But Maurice is not having the event. It's not a Maurice event.
And you're right, Tony. It's sounding like the repeat of Coochie Land if we know the history of Coochie Land.
Nobody want to take the blame.
right. That and
And it
I
would have been Maurice.
Okay, and so yes, I get it, Tay Tay. None of this is Miss Rose's fault. Maurice sat here and said that he got a call from Neely. So in turn, somebody did he call Neely? Did he call Miss Rose as well, or you had communication with Miss Rose? Miss Rose, if you listening, please call in. If you on here, please type in. I'm actually gonna send you a text to join because I don't want to be talking about you and you're not listening. Because it seemed like a lot of people got some questions, and I'm gonna reply to the text that you
Good.
applied to this morning, where she put out another flyer saying this event has been canceled.
There you go.
She did this.
People waiting on a reason to drag my name, but this won't be it. My word is all I got.
mm,
I'm texting Miss Rose. Please call into the show. We have questions.
Yeah.
because I'm getting what the people saying now. It's like he put a lie on you, Maurice, to put it out there. He called you off a lie. That's what it is. He called you off a lie.
He called me as it was my event. The mayor called me as it's my event.
I can see him calling you because it's at, like I
That's true.
said, it's known as Maurice's
And
stage.
now
I get
and
that.
no information on the flyer, but 1401 Dayton.
And I get that.
And I thought that because I said when I seen the flyer, I said, wait a minute now, who event is this? This ain't mine. And everybody was on the down low. So here we are. And I said, I don't care what y'all do. I hope my name don't come up in it and get dragged. And guess where my receive? Bam.
Yeah, because it's making it seem like you taking your stage way back from the people. That you seen how I came in this morning.
Yes.
It was absolutely absolute snow. Am I lying?
What?
Me and Snow got text this morning from different people. It was absolutely put out there like you you took the shit back from
I
the people.
told
You
Beverly,
don't want the people to
that's,
protest.
you see I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
I don't blink. The stage sitting there, I told Miss B, have whatever you want. You ain't gonna worry about Maurice calling no police on you. And that's a public space. People sit on that thing, they do whatever. As long as you get your liquor bottles up and take them home with you, as long as it ain't a major rap event, I'm good. Anybody under
He
this,
wanted you to sit here this morning and say, "No, I don't want you to use my stage. I'll use my public space so you can get rattled." Nearly can't. Where he gonna put 200 people if he arrests them?
that
And the jail is overcrowded.
only
How they
thing
gonna have that many
I was
police?
telling the mayor, this is not a Maurice event.
Do
It's not.
he know if he arrests 20 people, this gonna go nationwide? If he start pulling over cars that's driving down the street that's in the line, it's gonna go nationwide.
It's not a Maurice event. Only thing he was telling me was about the what he told me is what I said. I didn't ad lib or nothing. It was deemed as a death threat, and no permits have been pulled. Mayor, that's a public space. I ain't got nothing to do with it. What's going on? Anybody, I'm gonna repeat, anybody can utilize that space. Period. Just like walking down the Bassett Park.
She has not called me back or responded to my text. Maybe she's at the recount.
But Jed said, well, Jed was trying to call in. I seen he said that on here.
He was calling my phone.
No, he said he wanted to call in.
Oh, we'll call Jed.
But see, I get what you're saying. How they throwing you up under the bus. But
Correct.
this is, but see this, and you not saying that he came on here early before you had walked in saying you can use the stage. He never said you couldn't use the stage.
I told
See,
Miss
that's not
B.
went out. Look, you see the flyer that I just got. You,
No, I ain't nothing.
I know you ain't seen
Right.
it because I just got it while I was just sitting here. That's why I texted her for her to call.
But see, why ain't no name on who counseling it? That's what I'm. Why ain't no name? It should be a name there, shouldn't it?
It should be.
Why ain't no name? Why everything's secretive? Where everybody dragging me? No, don't do that.
Flint, one city. Sunrise, sunset.
Been counseled, but counseled by who?
Johnny, what's going on, Johnny?
What's going
You're
on?
live. You're live on the bump.
So this is what I'm hearing, and it's a little bit disheartening and disturbing because I agreed to put Lento Law and my support behind some candidates, and so far 2 of the candidates that I agreed to put my efforts and my support behind seem to be the weakest link. I sat there and talked to Maurice Davis in Beverly Biggs' living room for about 3 hours. And I think Sherry Allen was there as well. And the game he talked and the way he was bouncing his chest there is totally different than what I'm seeing now.
What that
So,
man talking about?
I don't know. You said he talked.
Man, what you talking about?
You said he talked to you in Miss Biggs'
What game?
room.
Did we or did we not have a conversation for
Yeah,
about
but hold
3
up, man.
hours?
Well, hold up. Weakest link. What is you trying to say? Now I'm
What
not Maze. You make it plain. You
I'm
playing
gonna
with the
tell you
wrong
something.
one.
I'm not playing with the wrong one.
You playing with the wrong one. What is you saying? What have I said to you? Didn't you hear me say if you want to use that stage, you can? Now what is you talking about?
Now you're saying it, but from what
Now
I
I'm saying it. When the hell I talk to you? Wait, don't. I don't need a damn thing from you. Number one, I'm not bought and paid for, and never will be. Let's get that clear. You're just another white boy to me. Don't do me like that. I'm a grown ass man.
So now you're doing
Okay, John.
Don't come correct when
John
you talk to
Maurice.
me.
Okay, I gotta take control of this.
Okay.
Johnny,
You
control.
better come correct.
Johnny, let's take a chill, and Maurice, we gonna
Okay.
chill, and then
You
we
playing
gonna
with the
we gonna
wrong
come
one.
back. We're gonna come back to this
Yeah.
conversation in a minute, John. Okay?
Talking about the weakest.
Yes, sir, I am.
In a minute, I tell you to stay your ass off my property. You playing with the wrong one.
We gonna
Okay.
cause I don't want this
Right.
to get out of hand.
Yes, cause
I don't want to get out.
that boy
I don't
came
want this to
at
get
me
out of
wrong.
hand.
He used to them bought niggas or scared or whatever. I ain't that. I'm a grown ass man, got my own money.
So I think the feeling it okay, all right. Okay, shit. Now, Jed, what the hell? What the hell he on?
So what I'm not gonna do in my almost 2 decades of advocacy, play politics. So now it's not one person in this entire city who is not clear on where that casket came from, nor who made that call. Everybody acting like they conscious, so don't act lost. Neely knew, Maurice knew, Rose knew,
Yeah, I know.
and everybody else. The babies knew. If you gonna let me talk, that I would appreciate it. So I did not call you or Rose, y'all. I was called, and I was told that you all was lending aid and assist to it. So it's really kind of interesting that now everybody want to act like they don't have any knowledge of what's going on. I was then told that you all was going to try to match the number of people that I was going to bring, making 2 to 4. Then I was told that we can utilize the park without an issue. And then I was told you was going to be a speaker, Maurice Davis. I was also told by the people when I sat in that same chair that you was going to be the fearless person that I should connect with. So I'm not going to sit here and allow people to insult my intelligence because I did not approach y'all. Y'all approached me. Then all of a sudden, I'm getting a call that you said that we cannot come to the park. You, Maurice Davis, is what the testimony of Rose Monroe said to me. I'm almost done because we can put this in context. I do not play these types of games.
Me neither.
This is an event for anybody's city because I'm coming to back y'all up. And you let the mayor call you, say whatever he said to you. You obviously or supposedly or allegedly called Rose and said we cannot come there. I was told you were not speaking.
Man, how you gonna put words in my mouth?
Let him finish.
I'm giving you what I was told. And so then I was told that there were threats being made and that there was going to be something that was going to happen, and all of the algorithm has been jacked up. And then I allowed the flyer to be made, and then it was put out there, only to now hear somebody's putting out a subsequent flyer saying it's canceled. Yeah. It's all crap. Let me tell you what my permit is. It's the United States of America Constitution. When you fill out a permit for a municipality, it is simply a courtesy for them to be able to put the infrastructure in place to help protect it and make it safe. The law of Michigan makes it clear that if it's more than 10 people, you are to request a permit. And guess what the law says? That the city is not supposed to try to infringe upon my constitutional right to assemble and to peacefully protest. Ain't no threat to nobody's life, and ain't nobody.
Tell that to Needy, man. What the fuck you telling me for? I didn't say. Only thing I got is the property. I'm not a part of your shit.
Maurice, hold on.
Pissing me off now.
Hold on, Jed.
Because you don't respect me, my boy, because I ain't did shit to you. Okay. Now call me somebody's boy, and I'm gonna cut you the fuck out.
I'll cut you the fuck out. Boy, you playing with the wrong one.
Okay, Maurice, let him finish. Maurice, Jed,
That nigga don't know me.
Maurice,
okay, better shut his ass up.
Come on now, it's just a conversation.
I ain't scared of you either. Try me, nigga.
Okay, Jed.
Man, you sit your black ass down somewhere. I'm done. Fuck him. Fuck him. Shut your... That trash. Number trash. So fuck him. That's how I... Nobody called. My name ended up getting dragged in some bullshit.
Who called you, Maurice?
Rose the one called. And this goddamn John talking this bullshit. Fuck him.
Listen.
I'm sorry, Mickey. I don't want to mess with y'all.
Rose the one called you, Maurice. It's not 1 + 1 always equals.
But all these
2.
niggas behind my back, you can see the hate is still there. All I do is try to help these folks. Fuck them.
Maurice, because...
Now try me.
Coming from you, Maurice, like you do it. She put the cash.
That's what I'm saying.
There. She put it at Heritage and Harmony. She made the flyer. She put the address on here. She sent the flyer out. She connected with Jess.
And this white boy gonna try to act like I done conspired with him. I don't know a damn thing about that man. Fuck him. I live in this damn. My job is to help the community. I do a community festival. I just don't want to mar my reputation. And you're more than welcome if you wanted to have a protest there. Didn't I say that, Mickey?
You said it.
I said that. But they didn't already.
Shit like this going out, Maurice, right. And I just showed it to
Where's their names, though? So I get it. They come at me.
But she's sending it out on your behalf.
That's what the fuck I'm saying.
That's what he was trying to tell you. Did you hear? Even when Jed was talking, Jed said he got
Thank
a
you,
call.
Mickey.
He got a call and said this.
They all put it on me.
Yeah, but I'm wondering why
I'm standing here trying to protect their ass, and they come jumping on me with their ignorant ass.
I don't know why Rose just wouldn't call in. This is
Miss Auntie Sherry been trying to call.
Mayor got what he wanted. The shit is off.
We can't.
They ain't have no damn thing over there.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's what he wanted.
The mayor, Mayor
and
Neely,
exactly
anybody
what
in
he
your
wanted.
administration, the shit is off. Rest any goddamn body touch my stage. I try to help and I got drugged, and I knew this was gonna happen, Winters. This is bullshit.
That's why you should always talk to the head of the person that's over it.
The head was Rose.
The Rose ain't had shit to do with this.
Rose was just coming
I
in.
ain't even never seen Rose and Jed have a conversation in my life.
Who shared the flyer on your page?
Rose.
And before, when I first seen it, I told Beverly, wait a minute, ain't no name. Put a Jed name, put Lento Law Group, put Beverly Biggs' name. What the hell? No name on it? It's me. I don't participate in no shit like you more than welcome. Anybody.
And the casket, I agree with you. The everybody knew he had that casket.
I don't give a damn what did you what I said. Only thing my Reese's part was, we use your property? Anybody can use it.
And she an ex Rose. Rose, you an ex cop for 20-something years. Rose.
I told Neely.
Shit ain't adding up, Rose.
I'm gonna call the mayor.
I'm telling you.
I told him soon as I
fuck
put
with
this
you
shit
when
out
you
there,
good,
they
but
gonna
when
come
I
at
see
me.
some shady stuff, Rose, I got questions.
We gotta kind of chill on the cussing though.
Okay.
We don't want to mess this video up.
Yep.
It's kind of, I mean, it is. Rose would probably call in, but if she did call Jed and told Jed that my reason, now that's terrible.
That's wrong, man.
Yeah, you know,
that's wrong.
I would.
That's wrong.
Like she shouldn't. If she did, allegedly, if Rose did that. Now this is what
and this so-called activist gonna jump off the handle at me, and I'm the one that's trying my best to unify things and at least try to make it peaceful with his rowdy ass. Him and that judge get the hell out of my face. I'm like, Woodson.
She can't call in now. She's cooking for an event and she's running in behind.
Thank you for clowning now. I wish the hell they would come over there. I have their ass locked up. Gonna drag me like that.
You don't know what was said, Maurice.
That's right, Winters. That's absolutely right. They've been backbiting me from the word go, and I still, okay, I'm gonna help. Okay, I'm gonna help. Trump, I'm gonna help. Only so much you can do.
You know what? And I gotta talk for the people. I gotta sit up here. I can't sit up here and be quiet. You know what we heard? We heard March On. I'm gonna tell you, because people real simple.
Okay, go ahead.
Real simple around here. We heard March On nearly called me March Off.
And that ain't what I said. I just relayed what he said. He called me. Winters, you Jedediah, you Rosa. The mayor called me, Winters, about what you and A10 want to have. And he said he gonna do this, he gonna do that. But if you want to continue, you're still welcome to do what you want to do. I even said that this morning at the beginning of this broadcast. I have nothing. That's like if I own the Roadhouse and y'all want to have an event out there at the Roadhouse. Yeah, you can have it. Yes, if you want to use my building, it's your event, you can have it.
And you know what? That's a good point because you a businessman. You sit here and you say it all the time. And yes, I'm gonna fuss at you right now. Yes, because I'm your friend and I'm gonna fuss at you. Because you tell me all the time you a businessman. And yes, that was a great example because A10 did have an event at the Roll House. And I went and I talked to Harletta. You know what she told me? I don't own A10. Go talk to Dink. You need to go talk to Dink. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't own Roll House. Go talk to Dink.
Right.
And she sent me to Dink.
Yeah.
So when Rose came to you and said, Jen want a John, want a A10 or whoever.
She didn't say that.
What the fuck she say?
Listen, maybe this the
what the
Rose,
heck
this all Rose said. Maurice. This is Rose. and I want to have a repast and whatever else it is like a funeral because it's the healing. Flint died. It was born in 18 whatever, and it died, or it's got fixed and whatever. And we want to have a eulogy, and it's gonna be like a funeral at the stage. That's what she said she wanted to do. She wanted to do. I want to have it over here, and we're gonna have hot dogs for the kids and whatever. Rose, I don't care what y'all want to do. You're more than welcome. That's my Reese's answer. It wasn't no damn Lento Law. It wasn't no damn Jed, whatever. It wasn't none of that. Rose, you're more than welcome. But then when I seen the flyer, immediately, as soon as I seen it, Beverly the one found it. Say, hold up. Ain't nobody name on this flyer.
And this may be a problem and a setup from the beginning because it wasn't even no food discussed until I talked to Jed day before yesterday, Mr. Black.
I needed to call back in to say this. I don't even know this guy, but I definitely get triggered when people curse at me. Now, I cuss too.
I do too.
But I was explaining to you how this have come about. But ain't nobody's feeling the pressure that I'm feeling right now. I had to sit in my mother's face for 2 hours and fight for me coming to Flint because my mother doesn't even want me to come. She said, everybody's trying to stop me from coming to
And
the
she's
city.
a praying lady too. I seen her last night prayer hard out.
Everybody is trying to stop me from coming to the city, bro. And I'm over it. What this has already cost is crazy. So for me to simply say this, I'm literally asking people, getting phones hung up in my face, doors shut down. I've never seen a city where not one pastor will engage. Right. I've never seen it in my entire life. And so basically, this is where we are right now. I never made a threat. I didn't put, my name wasn't on the flyer, and I didn't even take it personal because I'm not trying to be a superstar. The reason why I was neutral on the flyer is because there's so much division in the city, and I thought it was great because everybody can be responsible for doing something amazing for a change. The greatest march I've ever seen in my life was on Michigan and Chicago when there was no defined leader. We just all came together for the cause. You all are worried about the house. Like it's not an American thing. Like it hasn't happened in almost every leader in America that have mishandled their seat. However, okay, we can go with the narrative. I heard you all. We decided, well, guess what we're going to do this time? We're going to show the truth of the city. Then people wanted to highlight the whole funeral aspect, and I just went with it. But I said, look, what does this mean? I was told that this is when the city started. This is when the water pipes were changed. Let's do it in the funeral theme. Let's keep the funeral theme. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm allowing the residents and the people that are there to run it. And I'm going to back you up. And what's crazy to me is that I'm listening to you, and everything that I was told, my understanding is that you was a direct communication of the conversation the whole time. And now it's being presented a completely different way. I am frustrated.
Me too.
We all are.
Let him listen, let him finish, and then you can.
Now let me stop talking because I'm not a guest on the show, but I don't know you, sir. But I just know that people told me you were the one to connect with. And when I got that call,
I was one of those people.
With everything that I'm already facing, man, everything I'm facing that's not even being publicly made mention. I was told that you said we can't use it. You was basically disassociating yourself, and that it was not. And this was the exact words that you said. Don't be a part of it, and don't be there because this not gonna turn out good. Those were the words.
What?
Okay. All right, Jed.
Jed, before you hang up,
wait a minute.
Let me say this to you, Jed. I supported you from the time your feet landed on this ground on this same broadcast. We need help here. We have nobody helping us. That's why I was gun-ho over all of the negativity, which half the city is divided. Some for it, some against it. But anything that's going to help poor folks, and I see where you stand. It ain't a raggedy preacher here, just like you stated, came on board and said, look, I'm gonna buy into it. Nobody. We got. I appreciated what you're doing. The problem is this. This city here is a devious ass town. 810 got people that was in their camp, now they outside the camp. It's people working behind the scenes to make sure this happens. And all they give a damn is it got counsel. But you need to know this. I am the strongest so and so in this town, politically and any otherwise. And I stand on my word. I defended you. I didn't down talk you to the mayor. I was just relaying the message so you wouldn't get ambushed, not knowing that he said, look, he felt death threatened. I felt you needed to know. He said no permits needed. I was just telling Rose, so when y'all move forward with the parade or march, you wouldn't have no surprises. Rose, y'all still, you welcome. Rose won't never tell you. Biggs won't tell you. Ask Biggs. She called me this morning. Maurice, what is this? I ain't canceled nothing, Jed. I am who I say I am, just like you are. I am fearless, just like you are. I'm the same person, just like you are. But the problem is this: the mayor wins. Because whoever the liars is behind the deception of, if you play the beginning of this podcast right now, you hear me saying they more than welcome. Anybody can use that stage. I didn't tuck my tail, but I can't change the narrative of a lie. A lie is believable. I get lied on all the time. I'm sure you do too. And it's the same thing. Anything with power gonna get lied. That's why the mayor called me. And it worked, Mayor. It worked. It's shut down now. Because see, the thing of it is, confusion breeds what's happening right now. I did not do that. Ask Rose. Whenever Winters talked to Rose,
I don't want to talk to
ask Miss
her.
Biggs. Mickey sitting right there. I told Mickey we had this discussion as soon as he fired the mic. A young lady asked, no, y'all more than welcome. I was just relaying what Neely said. No, I'm not stopping. You more than welcome. But then again, John gonna play big shot to me because he used to these broke folks that I'm not that. Hell, I do what I want to do. Like he had a discussion with me, some kind of secret. No, no, no. Whatever I say, I can say it in public, man. I'm not an ass kisser. If people don't want me in a chair, I'm not. I got other things to do. I got a good tie to pluck. I'm not kissing nobody's behind, John. So write that down. I don't need a dime from you.
All
I
right,
don't
well,
need nothing from you.
this is Jez.
But what I'm saying is this: it's frustrating because I'm getting drugged on something. Thank goodness y'all had this broadcast. I couldn't wait to come on here to
I
hopefully
couldn't either.
to straighten out. So if y'all wanted to proceed, proceed. But I was just telling the mayor it's not a Maurice event because wasn't no mentioning of that. So it turned out, and I told Rose when she did it, the people gonna think it's me. I'm gonna end up getting drugged for it. And Jed, look at me getting drugged. Man, if you wanted to come, I supported you with all my might. Because I know it wasn't no death threat. I know what it was. We getting mistreated here. They claim our water good. Our water ain't good. What for the poor folks getting left behind. Assess higher taxes. We ain't going to make it. We ain't going to make it here. I'm hoping you don't get that frustrated. But at the end of the day, it's thumb thugs that don't like Maurice. They might accept you. Some people in your hometown won't accept you. But here, they don't accept me on that side of the fence. Why? Jealousy. And that's all I wanted to say. It's not personal. If you wanted to use that stage, it's up to y'all. It's private. I had to buy it for the public to utilize, for them to build the stage. I ain't got no say whatsoever. I'm not calling the police on y'all. I'm not gonna do none of that stuff. But the thing of it is, divide and conquer. It shouldn't happen. And I'm done.
But we shouldn't let it happen though. We shouldn't let it happen. We shouldn't let the enemy get what they want. Jed, you
I
there?
don't care what Neely wants. I know for a fact that my mom does not pay attention to politics, and like I said last night, I didn't watch this woman prophesy and things manifest since I was born, since a child, since I can understand. And I know what I heard. There's a changing of the guards coming to Flint. As a matter of fact, I can stop right now. And if I stop right now, if God be true, these days of these people who are mishandling this city is over, and I'll stand on that.
I agree
I
too.
can become a praying man and watch it happen. My question to Flint is, do you all want to take your stand now, or do you want to stand still and see the salvation? Because regardless, I'm firmly believing that God's getting ready to relieve y'all of your heartache. But I'm not trying to fight for no position or no place. It's cities across this country asking for INA to show up. So I'm not playing these shadow games with nobody. Are we doing this or not? Because I could just go ahead and retain my lawyer and fight my charge because I know I'm an innocent man and move on. But if I'm coming there on June 1st, we got to stop playing games and everybody got to get on the same page. There's one narrative, ain't no threat. Let America know what's happening in the city, or let's stop wasting each other's time.
That's it. That's it. All right, Jed. Thank you. That's it. That's it. It's I don't even know what else to say, Mickey. Let America know what's happening in this city, or we need to just stop wasting each other's time.
Nah, I mean, I feel it though. It's just so much stuff
Yep.
came out today,
Yep.
and I get it high as it be because I ain't gonna lie. I don't like a lot of this that just went down, and like you said, Jed was caught with this, like,
Yep.
and I think that's what we was missing. Jed was caught that this was said. And you know what I'm saying?
And
And Michelle Pfeiffer, good morning. I mean, and you know, brothers gonna work it out. I mean, cooler heads prevail. You know, I get what you saying. You said you did come on and say you can use the stage. You just saying I wouldn't. This wasn't my event that was being
that's
called, and I feel like the mayor tried to play you on when he called himself calling on my life being threatened. Everybody knew Jed was doing this
but I got
parade.
played, Mickey, when
Yeah.
they didn't put no name on that doggone flyer.
And they just had it that it was your
That's like
your stage. I get it.
that'd have been Dink them having
Yeah,
something
yeah,
at the Roadhouse, and it was Coochie Land.
Yeah,
But somebody else
Yeah.
promoted that. It wasn't Dink them.
right.
And that's the same thing. I'm not the promoter of that.
No.
And John
no.
to come off at me like that, man,
No.
I'm pissed.
No, but see, I disagree with both of y'all.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna sit here and
Go
agree. I
ahead.
disagree
Go ahead.
because I believe that the whole city from A
Well,
to
hold on.
Z.
What you disagreeing with? I said.
Yeah.
I'm about to say. I'm
Okay.
about to say it now. Like I disagree. Like the whole city from A when y'all talking about like didn't nobody know who was putting it on, blah blah blah. Everybody knew what that casket meant. Everybody seen that casket being pushed down the street across social media. It went viral.
Yes, everybody
Everybody
knows.
seen that.
Yeah, I know
No,
about the
no,
casket.
no, no, no,
Who
no,
doing
no.
the event?
And the,
No, that's what we talking
Who
about the
doing the
flyer.
event?
I'm trying to see where you disagree at.
Okay.
We said the flyer because I never disagree with the casket
Right.
going to the mayor house.
We all know that.
Let me say that I didn't never disagree
no,
with
but we
protesting.
knew who
yeah,
was putting it
yeah,
on.
yeah, but I'm just saying
We
this.
knew it was Jed. It was nobody's. It was it.
But I'm saying, but who threw the flyer out there?
There you go.
Rose.
And
Why-
if it was Jed, why Jed's name wasn't on the flyer?
And you heard Jed just said why he didn't. He was looking at Flint coming together with that flyer being out, so he didn't agree with the flyer.
He didn't agree with the flyer, but I think we can't sit up here and say even though Jed's name wasn't on that flyer, we didn't know what that casket
No, we know who
represented.
we know who it
We know
represented.
that.
It.
We know that.
And
who
I
it
know,
represented.
but I'm just saying
No, what I'm
the
saying.
conversation was it wasn't a name on the flyer. We knew what that casket
The
represented.
conversation went to is the flyer and the end game of that flyer was over there on Dayton. The mayor called me about over there on Dayton, and the only thing he could that's like if the end game was Hasselgreen. He would have went straight to Beverly Lewis because that's the end game, or a pastor, whoever that's the
Right,
church.
right.
It's the same thing.
And that's what he wanted you to do. Like, Maurice, you gonna do this to me? That's his thing. He mad. He mad because now they got somewhere to go. And it's got something to do with you, and he gonna blame
Only
you for
thing
it.
I did, I didn't listen. He verbalized all his thoughts and frustration,
Right.
and I gave them to you. And I said, "Well, if y'all choose to do it, do it." It didn't change me. But what happened, what pisses me off behind the scenes, they made it like I am the one that's.
Because Maurice, I guess you didn't know messages went out last night saying you called it off. That's what we trying to tell you. That's what I came in saying.
And that's what I said. I don't. Why
you
would I
didn't
even
know
be
nothing. And I know you didn't know nothing about
So
that.
why would I even be a part of something if it's gonna end up marring 810's name? Why would you be a part? And you're gonna go down in a sinking ship. Mayor, I told as soon as he gave me that before I said no, I said, man, the whole city gonna drag me. They gonna think I'm the one who postponing. He wanted me not to do it, and I wouldn't. I still said, look, I'm gonna give you what he gave me, and y'all move however you want to. And only one I told that to them was Rose.
Well, it's a shame
And
Miss
then after
Rose
I got
Shoulder
off,
is
I
cooking.
seen Mickey
She too
was
busy cooking to
recording.
call in.
And then I called Mickey
Let her
last
cook.
night. I
And,
called Mickey last night.
and $5 super chat from Teresa. She said, please don't fall for Neely BS. He's trying to divide us. Flint, stand your ground.
This is it. Like, this is it. Who the hell gonna want to come here and help us after this?
Nobody.
No damn body.
But who told the lie that Maurice counseled? That's what I want to get to the bottom of.
The one who
I guess that ain't
put
important.
This is canceled on the flyer.
But why would she call Jed and tell Jed you said this? Now,
Why would she call Maurice and say that they said what they said? Why would she text me back and say, I can't call, I'm too busy cooking?
Find any type of verbiage where Maurice said it's counseled. And that's what's pissing me off. Mickey, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I did not, I wouldn't have came on here unless I'm crazy, saying yeah and no, yes and no. And then John gonna come at me like I owe him something. Man, if you don't get your ass somewhere and sit down.
I get it.
Playing with a grown ass man.
I get it, and this is what the mayor wanted.
That's right.
He wanted this confusion of what was going on. This is why he needed to be out of there, and this is why now what I was saying earlier before you got there, vote who y'all finna vote in these seats because
that's
this
why
right
we
here,
messed up.
right? Because this is what we. Yeah, I told y'all we was blowing Juneteenth. I told y'all that yesterday. That we was gonna be Juneteenth. Thank you, Mayor Flint. Thank you for helping blow this.
Abandon fate. Stop cooking, turn the grease off and everything else to jump on here and clear my name.
Yeah, I mean it's terrible.
Because it was no Miss Rose. You know I didn't roll for you. This man right here didn't roll for you and getting dragged, but
I got drugged.
You too busy cooking.
I'm gonna make sure Beverly see this.
But
podcast.
you made the flyer this morning. But you're too busy cooking right now to call in and help this man out.
Well, I'm gonna make sure Beverly see this here broadcast. I knew it was gonna happen when we first seen it. Ain't no identifiers. If I do something, if 810's day, y'all saying it's 810's day. You letting everybody know who it is.
No, we're not doing 81. We didn't say 81.
No, I'm saying when y'all have it, y'all identify yourself.
Yeah.
If y'all, when people ride down Dayton, they see something going on over there, they think it's me. Unless the church had a flyer or something and it's a private event. First thing in my mouth, I don't see nobody's name who giving this event. It's gonna be on the down low, and it is. It ain't my name ain't on the down low.
But the mayor, well, my thing is with him, he knew Jed was throwing this, so everybody knew it. But I'm getting what they say. He just used that as a point to get in.
Listen.
To say, you know, but we know just like if somebody come on here when they don't be liking, I get problems for it. Like when what's my man name? Jordan Sheridan came on. It was a lot of people was upset. I had him on here to do the show. It wasn't a lot of people who liked that.
This some real stuff right here from Uncle Carl. He said, Brother Davis, Neely don't like you, brother.
That's right.
He's a snake.
That's right.
Brother Davis, you support Beverly Biggs, and Neely don't like that.
That's absolutely
Brother
right.
Davis, leave Neely alone, period.
Well, Kyle, how did I leave somebody alone that I ain't messing with? Think about that, Winters. I don't mess. He called me. In other words, if he called and say, I got a one out for Winters. When I see her over here at so-and-so at City Hall, Winters, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to tell you what he said. That's all I gave you is a heads up.
With this a comment they got for you. This from Jed. He said, is the park available?
If you want to use that park, Jed, you can use the park.
That's what he put in the comment. He just said, if you want to, is the park available? He didn't say it. You know, y'all heard him say it.
For the 1,000th time.
It's available.
It's not a Maurice Davis event.
It's not. And we still come to the Blues Festival.
But Winters, do you understand how I feel?
I understand how you feel. You feel played, don't you? Because that's how I feel.
I could scream.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help Beverly Biggs, but I don't help mess. We're already losing everything. Right. I found out consumers, after 30 days, they come in and they cut your power off. You got to have building and code from the city of Flint to come and inspect your house before they cut your power back on. After 30 days now. Anybody. If your consumer's off for over 30 days, you got to call the city of Flint for them to come out and inspect because they say it could be live wires in your house. They must inspect it. Else you get no consumers until it's inspected. It's a lot of battles and fires out there that's coming against poor folks while this is going on.
Yeah.
That's where my heart is, because I see what's going on. We can gentrify it out. I appreciate anybody that's going to help us, but we don't need to add no fuel to the fire of confusion.
It felt like council last night. Like we sat there, we listened to Liddell Lewis for about 40 minutes, explain why the importance of youth jobs and saved everybody from since Abraham Lincoln up to Barack Obama. But when it got time to vote for those same youth jobs that she was sitting up there talking about, she was too busy running around the chambers trying to get the police to arrest this man that was holding a singular stand to record counsel with.
And Karen Earls with the 4.99.
And people wonder why we so
Saying
messed up.
Rose might be the.
It's jealousy
but
and
we
ignorance.
got a whole lot on that.
It's ignorance. That was plain damn ignorant
Javier Ellis
last
with
night at council.
Javier Ellis with the $2 super chat. The casket march must go on after cancellation. I get it, but this is where not having communication, and I don't want to like dog Rose, and Rose not here to defend herself. But what Jed said, Rose called and said that was not right. And I'll say, even though the mayor said it was a Maurice Davis event, he knew that wasn't your event. He the mayor knew what he doing.
I know that.
Yeah.
Am I dumb to the fact? Hell no, I'm not dumb.
No, but he know that. But this what I'm saying. He did that to cause confusion.
And it worked.
Yeah, even for Rose to call up, the call Jed up and tell Jed you cancel the event. Why she didn't say, well, I'm canceling an event? You know what I'm saying? This is what is crazy. But you told them they can use it. We can move on. We can get to council. Because you said it's still open. You said it's open to them if they want to use it. It's public. You said you bought it for the public
space.
Public
It's a
space.
public space.
We got through that. Rose ain't here to defend herself. We got that side. We'll just wait till when Winters can talk to her.
Grass will be mowed before
Oh, when
the
I
event.
talk to her, it'll definitely be live on the phone. It won't be coming back what she said. We won't have this. Was her talking to Jed and Maurice. You see how that turned out. No, I'll be live with all of y'all when I talk to her. We'll schedule a time for her to call in.
Well, me and Jed old pros, so cooler heads always prevail.
Facts.
You get
And
caught
I'm
up in
glad
emotion.
that he called back
Right.
in
I'm glad too.
when he got cooler.
And I don't hold grudges and all that ignorant. Business is business. I just got frustrated. I thought John knew better. I don't want nothing from that man. I don't need nothing, not a crumb. And I mean that with all I got. I got my own money, and like I say, I sustain off of people. And when you come to that festival on the second, you'll find that out to be true.
Well, this what the people passed out last night. They got them police in there. They was a little scared. They didn't want to touch them. We the people, it's a lot of white people coming down the council now.
Breaking news. The count is in.
Uh-oh.
It's the same as it was the day of count. 165 and 165, and I guess LaShawn had 162 and Rich had 21. So it is what it
Didn't
is.
change.
They said she had an attorney down there. She had all kind of people down there. She
didn't have the people behind her had them attorneys down there.
Well,
now
I'm
let's
just
cut.
saying
Yeah,
they
I'm
was
just
with
saying.
her.
But you can
We
tell.
know damn well who had them down there.
This all the mayor.
Now, when you see when you the definition of spiral out of control.
Yeah. This is it right
Stay
here.
tuned.
This is what you seeing.
That's
Stay
right.
tuned.
That's right.
This is
Stay
what
tuned.
you seeing.
We're in trouble.
Oh yeah.
People think this is a joke. In Winters, that's why I was saying the Constitution, that'll get
They
you locked
came
up.
down here and
You don't violate the
They gave
Constitution.
them this to the police officers. They said official notice to law enforcement officers. You are being placed on notice. Do not violate the Constitution.
And guess what? Liddell Lewis and them should have had that.
They should have.
Because they the one violating the Constitution.
Because
Freedom of speech.
Liddell got the screaming, get him, get him. Them police officers.
They
looked at
violate
this-
the Constitution
But-
left and right.
They looked
down
at
there.
this paper and they looked back to her ass. They wasn't moving. They
That's
didn't move.
Constitution. That's federal law.
This said, final warning, you have a choice. Will you honor your oath and defend the Constitution, or will you act as a tyrant and become personally
And you
liable.
don't have, personally,
Because
not,
he said he was going after surety bonds.
yeah, yeah.
Surety. That's what I couldn't say that word. I couldn't think because I was talking
What
to
is
you
you
last
talking
night.
about?
They're trying
Remember
to
when
make
I
council
talked to
people
you?
have that.
Yeah, surety bond. I think they do got them because that's what Jason We the people said. Start suing them for their surety bonds, and then you'll stop a lot of this madness. That's why you have to go ahead and rise above the conflict, the BS. Because I can tell y'all something, and y'all might don't like it. And it's just gonna be real. I'm gonna throw a fun fact out there, but we not all friends. Do y'all know we all rode down the elevator together? Me, Councilwoman Burns, Wentz, all of us rode down yesterday. We,
Wow.
we don't have to be cool with each other to see what's going on, but the thing is to help the residents. Like it's a lot of people I'm not a never be cool with, but if the goal is to help the Flint residents, I'm all for it.
Absolutely agree.
You know, I can put my
Absolutely
pettiness
agree. And
to
that's
the
all
side
we saying. We do
to
not
help the
have to sit
people.
at the same table. But if it's for the betterment of the city of Flint, like she
Mm.
came up to me last night when Liddell wanted to get smart and say, well, we won't put who is that she didn't want to put back on the youth job training?
She tried to go at what's his name,
Uh
JWC father,
oh, the McCree
child.
Theater.
Charles, what?
We won't put them back on there since they service people outside, children outside of Flint. We won't put the McCree Theater. Oh, she went on and on and
Yeah.
on. Where are you getting those addresses from? The same list that Cathedral of Faith was on, and they had like 4 or 5 people. Like, you need to read before you get to flapping your mouth.
And she didn't.
Half of them kids on there. I think the only, and when I talk about it, I talk about it. But when she do something right, I gotta say it too. Angela Lotz and Faith Foundation was the only one that had Flint kids. All the rest of them had kids from all over
Yeah.
the place. Hell, Cathedral of Faith had somebody, they wasn't even in Genesee County. I had to look up the zip code to see what county it was.
And Dennis said,
It's lawless here.
and Dennis cleared this up, fight for the councilman. He said maybe the city has bonds, but we don't have them personally. Okay, the council people don't have them personally. Let me get that together.
Dennis said, hold up.
Yeah, don't sue me.
He said, let me come in there real quick. Let's get this together. Now you call down there and meet Mr. Petaway and see if you can get them surety bonds,
And
because he
knowledge
said
is
he ain't
power.
got none. Dennis, you don't know. He may have got a couple bonds out on y'all. I just maybe he came out that little $30,000 award money that he gave y'all. So well, what are we on to talk about now? Shit, what happened? Hell, I'm lost now.
Nothing
We
happened at
went to
council.
council. We went to council
The
and
police, we was talking earlier how the police was mad about how Liddell done was coming when he told Liddell, look, one told her we cannot arrest everybody. Let me just tell y'all how confused that your second ward council part woman is. She basically wanted the police to throw everybody out of council, all the residents.
yeah. And you know what the what was so sad about that? The most heartbreaking moment happened down there for me last
Mhm.
night. This lady came down there, and I know her because she may have came down right at the end before you left council. I'm not for sure, but her son was one of the young men that got killed downtown Flint a couple summers ago, maybe 3 summers ago,
Okay.
3, 4 summers ago, because she's a friend with the lady I used to work with. And she came down there and she said she can't get any information from the police. She was like, that was her baby. She said the police blood was gushing out of her son. And
Well,
they told,
that's family.
really, that's your
That's that
family,
that
Nikki?
cello woman.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that story, she said blood was
Mhm.
gushing out of her son. And they told the man that was trying to press the
His
blood
Right.
brother.
down
His
Right.
to get
brother.
the F back, and that was his
And
brother.
pulled guns on him.
And they pulled guns on him
Three
as he
years.
laid there.
3 years.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 years, and they still
Yeah.
haven't released the
The autopsy.
autopsy. 3 years.
And she said, I just need this for my baby. And so when Liddell got to talking about the youth, because we on the same track here, she talking about the youth, Liddell
Mhm.
talking about the youth. And then Liddell crashed out and went into this tripod moment.
Right.
And the lady got up and she walked and she stopped and she looked at me And I looked back at
Here
her
we
and
go. One of these look at each other moments.
I said, this why you can't get no help with your son.
That's right.
Yeah, nah, that's my cousin
That
fiance.
lady was hurt.
I mean,
Yeah, she was
you lose a
crushed.
child. Yeah, you lose a child in
I
3
think
years.
Tanya came out and got some information
In
from her
three
this time.
years, in 3 years,
Yeah.
never gave none. And you know
Yeah.
what? I never, because she wanted to come on plenty of times, but I wouldn't do it because I
I
seen
didn't
the
know
hurt
that.
in the mother.
She's hurt.
Man,
Oh
the
my
pain in her.
God.
I've been knew this stuff
I
that's
This
didn't
going
mother,
know
on.
she
that.
was hurt. Her son got killed at McDonald's. She do that little
Every year.
every.
Yep.
She used to come to council and cry every year.
Remember
Chris.
Chris's mama, and
Yes.
remember Miss April Stone?
April.
April came. She came for about a year.
She
every
was
council.
this. It's
No
people
problem
carrying
with that.
heavy
It just took her
loads.
down. That just took April right on down.
And you don't think this mother hurting? Like
I
be
looked
up.
at her eyes. That was a
Listen,
hurt that only a mother could see.
and let me tell
oh
you
my
something. And
God.
she
And the
was
kids with the fire.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. And her kids was all over her house. I just ain't been knowing Renee just, and I've been knowing Renee over 20-some years.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? 20-some years.
I didn't even know her name.
And I told you who that was, but I would never bring up what was going on. I never
We
brought
in
it
trouble.
up until when she came there yesterday. I never brought it up. And wouldn't bring her on because I couldn't take to see the hurt when you see them parents coming down. Because it'll break me. Let me be honest with you. It will break me. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to bury your parents, not your parents burying the kids. You know, and that's why I be hating, because I done lost family members to gun violence. That's why I hate when I be hearing them saying, "Oh, these summer jobs will do this and that." Them summer jobs is not gonna stop this. What's going on?
Right.
That's not gonna stop that. What you think happened in poor communities?
Right.
When you
It's
got a liquor
violent.
store on every corner, you got a church on every corner. Show me what Jesus that's coming out of these churches and stuff.
They opening the liquor stores back up.
But like Mickey saying, how is it a summer job and all kids can't get a job? It's only hand-picked kids get a job. Every kid in the house qualify and get a job.
But Maurice, this is my question. Chris Martin got his money for the summer youth program on the first day of
Yes.
school last year. Okay.
Yes.
So when Liddell said, "Don't nobody want to work and do the
Oh,
job all
hold up.
summer with their own money,"
Got a breaking news. Investigator Jedediah said, "Nah, she has a second victory, and they didn't have half. They tried to take a vote from her, but hold on, let me go with what Dennis said. This coming from the councilman. He said summer jobs went to pastor's son at a good church.
That's wow. We getting played all the way around. You people like a Jedi, but this city is made in a city. We got to be careful who you vote in them chairs. Go by the
they tried to take a vote for Miss Beverly
And it was rejected.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
that would knock her out.
See the games that they playing? This your mayor. This the lawlessness. That's just like the council. That administration don't respect that council down there. What's that guy?
No, zero
What's the
respect.
guy that came down there when he called himself getting smart? Man, I wish like a day in hell. That's why I miss my recent. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When do you when Eric Mays was on there, you thought Eric Mays was gonna let a person come down from the administration and talk junk to him, and he didn't say nothing back?
But you know what, Mickey?
Decent.
I agree with you on that, but I also know that if it was that council with Kate Fields, Eric Mays, Maurice, no matter how bad they didn't get along,
Oh, we know how to get the job done.
they wouldn't have sent nobody up there as unprepared as that damn CFO that they got now. Mays would have jumped down his damn throat. Kate Fields would have pulled it back up out his chest again. That man that's the chief financial officer for the city of Flint. He can't tell you nothing. Tanya told him last night, said, "No, I don't want to talk to you because I want to get some answers." That's a damn shame. And this is who he send up there. So yes, you're right, Mickey. He don't respect them because he just picked somebody off the street.
You forgot
and said,
Seamus came up there talking junk. I'm just trying to do the job. Well, give money away and y'all don't know who y'all giving the money to. Oh, people don't want to come down here because why? It's the FBI friends, brothers, and in-laws.
It
You might
is.
see Cathedral Faith on there.
You
Chris Martin
going
don't want to
to.
come down there. Like I said, all the games that they playing, but it's through this administration. It's through that council. Like Liddell got mad Because the police wouldn't arrest nobody, and because she said, I want you to arrest him. Did you know she tried to go to his superior last night? But you know what? It served them police right. Because when y'all was being lawless against us down there, and y'all didn't understand it, when you could walk
True.
Mays out, but it was cool when it was doing when it
That's
was
right.
just on them getting did.
Right.
But a blessing came in disguise of Jason We the People. Because I watched how they deal with Jason different. When Jason went to talking, then I seen how they was mad at Liddell. But why y'all wasn't mad when we was crying?
You have to know law, not emotion.
But right, what they say, the Bible say we the destroyer because what? Lack of knowledge.
That's correct.
And I
not
know.
Emotion, knowledge.
And they know we don't have no, and they know we don't know this. Because if people really knew the rights like Jason, We the People coming, even though I still believe in this system, as corrupt as this American system is, we probably still wouldn't have got it the way it did. That's why you have certain people put Melissa Mays on the front line of the water crisis. Put her up there. Because you know what I was told? We put her up there to go farther. We still playing them tricks from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Then brought in all the actors and movie stars, and look what it got you.
Soon as she got her bag, allegedly, she moved to Lake Fenton. And I remember her saying, oh, the people in Lake Fenton, you got your money, where did you go to?
But you know what, Mickey? And if truth be told, Winters, we sitting here right now having all this discussion. The people that makes and affect the difference of a vote, they don't know nothing about podcasting because they're elderly, they're old, and their health is compromised. The people that we entertain is people from all over the country, or either the people that have, or either, your haters. It's so disheartening when you know by 2026, write it down, keep the podcast. I do my own damn podcast. Write it down and keep it. 90% of the folks that's over here in these sides of town gonna be in lost their house or dead.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because that's a question that I was supposed to ask you. I think me and Tay was talking about it. So, I found some more of them pictures downstairs. I went downstairs last night.
Yeah.
Oh, this city gonna be pretty. But Maurice, ain't we like what stage are we at? We already there, right? We at the stage of paving the roads.
You're at the stage of now, the transitional stage. The people don't get when I'm trying to tell them. Just like the damn lie they told with Jedediah and them against me. When you give them truth, they gonna make sure they knock that shit down. Where we at now, people right now on the north end where they want the land at, everybody is not only delinquent on taxes, but they're delinquent on keeping their lights on, keeping groceries. The consumers go out, and now, like I said, if it's over so many days, you have to have house inspections. You got to let them in. In other words, Winters, we ain't making it. We ain't making it. We ain't making it.
Everything they had on council last night was raising taxes. Even though they was trying to trim it down, but it's still going up,
You ain't gonna be able to sustain yourself in Flint, Michigan. The new Flint is here. But the people, you could get caught up in the people. I do podcasts. That's why I'm referring to myself. Them ain't the ones struggling. When I go out here where they're struggling, these people ain't got it. They walking now. Right. They can't even get bus fare. With the whole family's walking. Right. Man, people ain't making it. And we don't give a damn because it ain't us. Well, I'm still, and the ones looking at me, they are replacing your damn job in the next 5 years.
That's true.
So you ain't gonna make it.
That's true.
The Bible say this time, perilous times is coming. Lack of knowledge is here. And you got to be fearless. Satan, time is short. Keep moving. That's why anything that can help us. These people talking this smack. When Jedediah went to jail, what was they at in front of the courthouse? Since the march going to be, how in the hell is it an effective march? And it was 20 people in front of the mayor's house. Why it wasn't 2,000?
Because people are scared.
That's the point. They still talking. When you have that thing on that stage, it ain't going to be 50 people unless he bring them in here from out of town.
I'm hoping.
I'm trying to tell.
But we going by history. We going by what we know. We not going by being no haters. We just telling the truth.
I'm in reality.
I get it. Me too.
I'm a promoter. I'm promoting as we speak. I listen when I say, wait a minute now, and I'm listening to regular, and I don't ad lib. That's I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not scared of nobody, and I reason. I listen to the mayor. He know goddamn well Beverly Biggs don't stand a chance in hell come 2026 to win. Let me tell you why. It's even. Dumas and Biggs going into, right now, wait till this August get hot. Remember I told you this. They already had a 1-1 tie. Ain't that a right, dead, even heat? One vote could make a difference and affect that election. Who got the money? Be careful how you do what you do. Because what happened, Miss Biggs will work with Mayor Neely. He know that. But Miss Biggs is her own person. She ain't kissing John's ass, I don't believe. We need somebody to help us. I know Miss Biggs would be the better one for us. And I'm scared as hell because you talking to somebody that's been in the damn chair. That's how Liddell Lewis is sitting in my chair right now. This shit wouldn't be like this if I was still in my chair. But the city put me out my chair. Just like the damn lie they told against Jedediah. And you see how quick I calmed down and me and him reason. If you want to have it, have it. I'm not lawless, but I'm going to tell you the truth because it ain't Maurice's emotion. We got to have action. What we have to do is pay attention to this damn, it's only 2 months away.
Yeah.
It's 2 months away. I'm going to have the biggest event that could come, and I hope it could affect Beverly Biggs in a positive way.
Yep, that's the Maurice Davis Blues event. That's gonna be
but
the
I'm
first
hoping
Sunday.
it can help her.
No, it's the first Saturday in August.
First Saturday in August.
Right before
then
the
next
general
Tuesday
election.
is the election.
Yep.
You don't see me crashing out saying, "Fuck up." I don't do that because I don't drop my eye off the prize. We finna lose every damn thing. Now my emotion, put that on the back burner. But right now, I'm scared, and I'm sitting here and I'm holding it, but I'm looking at, damn, the election got recounted. I thought he was gonna try to put LaShawn where he could really do something.
But he couldn't.
Deals get made quietly.
Yeah.
Just as quiet as that casket. And now, okay, well, just plan B now. We got 2 of them tied to tie. That's where all our focus will be because Biggs get it. We in good shape. And John gonna jump out here and talk that bullshit and make it messy. You be careful because it's real people out here. I'm one of them. Don't play with me. Neely don't sway me, and you damn sure can't. I'm for struggling people that's dying and losing every guy. I've been here all my life. But we better focus. Beverly Biggs' ass is in trouble unless we can make it, like Trump said, too big to rig. Because it's going to get rigged. Remember I told you, because Dumas got Weaver in them. Who Biggs got? Nobody but us. My festival, I'm actually doing that to help her. I hope it don't have no goddamn repercussions. I want to help the lady.
Now you told the truth there. You telling the truth right
I don't
now.
have time to waste. I'm finna do my own podcast to help her ass. And so-called John, but don't make it sound like I'm an ass kisser or I'm somebody for sale. I'm really Maurice.
No, Jed, he talking about the Fires Flint. He know you gonna bring 200 people.
Oh, Jed.
No, he's saying you gonna bring. He talking about the Flint people.
Yes,
Yeah, the
Jed. I'm
Flint-
talking about the
Flint-
support you
Flint-
should have here.
Nah, he's saying
Flint need to come show
he's saying
up.
Flint need to show
Jed.
show up for you.
This is Maurice now, and I'm calm and I'm collected. You are who you say you are. You proved you're fearless and you have support of the nation. This regular ass town, the woo people's asleep, and they done divided us. The so-called activists is jealous of you. Instead of right now is the time to say, put that shit aside. Like me, I can have a run-in or a misunderstanding or disagreement, but I have to calm that shit down and get back to the point at hand. If you have that event he trying to have, it's to help unify us to realize we finna lose every goddamn thing. People, the water ain't fixed, and I did the podcast, they ain't gonna fix the water.
No.
Because why? The big boy said it's already fixed. Y'all die. I'm telling you right now, they finna foreclose us out of our houses. That's why Jed and them, if they got national attention, it's happening all over the country. We don't want to run that. I don't want to be mad enough in my emotion to run it off. But if nigga, I'm mad about the damn lies they told on me.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
we all should be mad about that.
I'm mad, Winters,
We all
because
should be mad.
May's laying in a grave. But John got to know me different than the other ones that's kissing his ass. I'm not that. I don't think Jed probably kissing his ass. I don't give a damn about your money. I know all kinds of millionaires all over the country. But the point of it is this. We got August or whatever, 6th, 5th, or whatever that election. We got 2 with the same damn number.
Right.
We rooting for Miss Biggs to help the least of these. I need her. I don't give a damn what she say behind my back. I don't give a damn what John said. I'm saying truthfully. But I do need to not, whatever we can do to help these folks, let's get it done. Because at the end of the day, Neely got the money. And you're going to see what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about because at the end of the day, For me, it's hard to call it because I know he don't want to be fucking bothered with everything that come with AC, with all the people. He don't want to be bothered with Gilchrist. He don't want to be bothered with Weaver. But he know AC is the easiest one to buy out.
Let me tell you something. When you get in that chair, you can't take shit back. Neely know. I done been in administration meetings and all. I am the voice of 4,000 to 8,000 people. He don't give a damn about who he could woo, and that's me. I just got off economic development. While Liddell and them still in the chair, moving 600,000 on, and with the council that's there, and public know nothing about it. But I got pissed when nothing happened for us. Neely know all he had to do is woo Dumas in. And I'm gonna tell you, you was in this administration. When you get down there one-on-one with Clyde and them, and he pat you on the back and you got this power, you gonna do what the fuck they say do. I mean, the world they say do. I don't think Biggs will do it. I'm hoping Biggs don't, because it's a strong unction. Tanya Burns was the one bringing me my coffee meeting with Neely. She was head of everything. Am I lying about her?
No.
It's different when you're on the outside. But I'm saying right now, our best bet is Miss Biggs. We looking right now, the state certified is still tied. Now, guess what? Today he know, okay, we got to get a call. Dumas come down and have a meeting with me.
You and I know.
When he dropped
you
that money.
and I know. Dumas, I'm telling you.
When he dropped that money.
Shit, you and I know.
And put up all of the stuff against Quincy and all this other stuff, it's going to be bigger than John. It's going to take the people. Money power is one thing.
But people
But
power.
I have, my Reese operate off people power, and they know I don't bull crap. And I'm telling you raw truth right now. And that's where we scared. That's why I need this festival, and it's already lining up good. It's Biggs and whoever else, Dumas and all of them as well. I ain't gonna do that. Supporters, Leighton and all of them, they all there.
They always come every year.
Yeah, and they support sponsors. But what I'm trying to tell y'all, Winters, is this: we in trouble if we don't get this election. Everything Jed and them doing is in vain. Because
we done.
See if I talk about running over in 2025 since 6 or whatever. Man, I ain't thinking about that.
We already said it. Me and Vicky already said it. Miss Biggs don't win. If she don't win,
because they finna run old girl LaShawn in as a write-in.
Ain't nobody gonna run.
But we thought that wasn't gonna happen with Detroit.
Winters?
Tell her.
How many votes is she minus behind Biggs and Dumas? 3 or 4.
And here go
you
Dennis.
Don't think she a factor?
And here go Dennis Pfeiffer right here. The more vote splits, the better the chance for the write-in. See, that's what I'm.
Dennis know what he's talking about.
Yeah. See, I asked Detroit how they feel about they write-in candidate, they mayor. How did that work out?
Yeah.
Put the money behind them. When you got real money behind it,
watch this.
You'll see.
Ask Dennis and Tanya and them. Whose sign's still up?
LaShawn.
She lost. Her sign's supposed to be the only one down. Against the law, it's still up. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Am I right?
You see,
I know law.
Yeah, you see the game that's being played.
I'm trying to.
They writing her in for a writing because they looking at she didn't lose by no 100 or 200
Dennis
votes.
Dennis can protest it. Why is her sign still up?
Listen, we got over 350 people over here. I know them likes better be up over 200. And listen, tonight, y'all better come back at 7 o'clock because we got a fire show tonight. Tonight, we burning down the house. The revolution will be televised tonight because we're going to have no one other than Sister Taliba gracing the A10 studios. This is her first time, ain't it?
First time. And that's what I'm
They
saying.
ain't ready for this.
If y'all ain't thinking.
Ain't ready for Sister Taliba.
Yeah, see, but I goes back to what somebody said.
I'm not ready for Sister Taliba.
I am. I love them type of conversations.
I like that lady.
Oh, she'll be on tonight at 7 o'clock.
And then how Liddell did her yesterday.
She's hot. She's hot.
But they keep letting Liddell get away. When Liddell elbowed me in the back, I let that shit slide. And shit, but I wasn't going.
She said you will not.
Yeah, but
look at me like that.
Yeah, see Liddell, but see, and this why I do love with Jed. I know with Jed coming in, Jed done found out these are he done ran into some ninjas that who Harriet Tubman was talking about. Only if she knew, they was free.
Jed, I'm not one of them.
Nah, yeah, because y'all.
Jed didn't realize Flint really is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Jared came, because just look, why could somebody would see this was I can't understand why would somebody call and put this on you and not knowing that people, the world is small and Flint is even smaller. You see how easy that was, like how y'all got to work that out.
You know, but you know what, Mickey, you made a good point right there. It's
Yes,
ironic.
Chris Caleb, he's coming.
It's ironic that they pitched me against Jed and them to destroy any kind of movement.
No, it's not. That's what Neely do. This is not nothing
But
surprising.
Neely couldn't sing a hell he did it. The public who took it and ran it to Jed, Neely didn't call Jed.
Don't you think Neely thought of all of this out? And I mean, we may be giving his ass too much damn credit.
But then
at
John gonna
this.
call me. Well, I talked to him and he.
Shit, I mean, we blame him for every damn thing. I mean, some of this shit we have to blame ourselves. Now, she's too busy cooking right now.
Well, right now, it's back off of what I was saying. And
Nah, Chris, he said Jed can use it.
Biggs gotta. It's time to double down now. It's time to double down because
Wow.
August is here.
We arguing about little stuff. The big stuff is still moving.
It's gonna move as of the day. Now you know 2 running. I got to pick. I know. I'm going on record. I'm doing 99.99 as
them
Winters
meetings
would
at
say.
the golf club is about to go down.
Dumas will do just like everybody else do. That's all I'm gonna leave it like that.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
I
You
guarantee
are right.
Dumas will do
Now,
what Biggs won't do.
Now, when his AM show go for an hour, we know it's some funny shit in the game. I'm just saying, man.
And somebody else gonna come up with a show.
Ooh.
Watch, see what I tell you.
Oh.
Hey, Winters, why Biggs ain't had a radio show on 14th? I'm done.
You know why?
They won't give her time.
Nah, you know why.
I don't know.
She need a radio show going into August.
Well, I know a spot she can use
Because
one.
we know some people that never turn the dial off of 1420.
Right.
That's how they know AC.
Well, Miss Biggs, that'd be better than them big old billboards, I can tell you.
The billboards work, but they gone already. And I'm
you
sure
get to talk to the
they
audience.
booked by now.
Oh, yeah. They went down the same day as before the election, Miss Biggs said.
Yeah.
I will say this though, but if she need a radio station, come on to 810.
Oh, of course.
I will open one up because that 1420, but I would love to go on 1420 to turn it out. Turn it out.
Yeah.
And Miss Biggs, I will flip that back room for you and make it look like a real radio station for you. I'm just saying.
It's a blessing y'all on, but I'm frustrated. They lied on me, and I Beverly hear the podcast. All I'm going to hear is I told you. I got drugged.
They saying my church. Use my church for what?
They on the take too, family.
My church ain't on the tape.
Oh, my bad. I was talking about Winter's Church. Well, now we know they not.
Shit, if they had to march to my church, they would
What up,
march.
Jeff Johnson?
It ain't in Flint.
Yeah, she do cuss too much for a radio. But it's going to be underground radio station.
Who
I'm
cuss
telling
too
you.
much?
Said Miss Big.
Everybody know how to quit cussing. Yeah.
Chris Caleb, why you would call in at the 11 o'clock when we got to bounce. You know what, Chris? We're going to be on tomorrow, baby, because it's 11 o'clock.
Save it for tomorrow.
Save it to them. We going to got it. But we going to get through this as you...
Ernst & Young, we got different rules in Flint.
Nah,
Shit, I don't know.
You can run as a write-in. You would know because you was Rich campaign manager when he was a write-in.
Who?
You forgot Rich was a write-in when you threw the
I forgot about that. I was Rich campaign manager.
And Chris, he can use it if he chose to. I'm just answering Chris about this.
I believed in Rich Jones at a point in time. I sure did.
No, okay, what's your
Jones
one
for the third
question,
ward.
Jedediah? Come on with it.
He forgot to vote for himself that race too.
Rich did.
Yeah, he didn't have one vote. Not one. And I said, did you forget to vote for your damn self? I don't know how he didn't have one vote. Oh, well. Yeah, he was a write-in.
Okay, I got a question for you. Maurice, do the state have to control over the water money?
The state?
Yeah.
I asked Neely that yesterday. He said he wanted to sign off, and they the one with it. Gretchen, what
He
my now?
said he wanted to sign off. He said
No, he wanted them to sign off to give it to the people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right. We know, but the answer is yes.
He wanted to give.
It's out of his control.
He wanted to give the raise back that he got
Cause see, the 625 million, 600 million came from the state. 20 came from City of Flint, and 5 million supposed to be from McLaren. That's how the breakdown of that is.
Oh, no, he ain't running nothing. He just in the seat. I don't know
Yep.
why they think the mayor really running something around here. This mayor getting told what to do. Go buy that book. You seen when he talked that junk when he found out he hit that. What's that little drink he liked to drink?
Oh, that Crown Apple.
That Crown Apple. He hit that Crown Apple and went to talking to what's my man Jordan Sheraton and had to put out an apology to the mob.
Hey, Jed started quoting "We the Poison." Didn't even know it. I said, "You read the book?" And he was like, "I ain't read the book." I said, "Well, you sound like it."
I want to put some. I want to put some on record.
Here you go. Hold on.
Okay,
I
go
got
ahead.
you.
Go ahead,
It said, "Do the people think we should replace the casket with jugs of water?" That's the question Jed wanted. They gonna cry about that, Jed. You show up with jugs
Jed
of water.
ahead of me. You know what? I want to put this on record. As Maurice D. Davis, former councilman, vice president of Flint City Council. This protest march / whatever happened Sunday, June 1st. What is the purpose? Is it a purpose on record using the court of law? Is it for threatening the mayor? What's the intent and purpose of this march? I wanted to go on record for any that's involved that can put it on public record. What's the purpose of it? Or Jedediah, please call in and say,
call back in real
is it
quick.
to threaten the mayor? Because I'm hearing it's life threatening to the mayor
Let me
or
turn
whatever.
the phone back on.
So why is people blaming Neely about the water getting their water money and the state has control over it? Because we don't know. That's what we've been told.
And it's a narrative that you spin. You
I need
listen
to know
the
the
wrong
purpose.
damn people. Hell.
All right, this answer the question for people who really want to know. Put this comment up.
Okay, here
With
we
Miss
go.
Karaja Smith, Nickelback is the puppet for the state, and the council
finna
is the
fix
puppet
this right
for
now.
Nickelback. Bam.
Okay, Jed. One last.
That's it, because we got to go.
I know. Hold on, Jed. Got to answer this question. Okay, Jed. Go ahead.
It's a symbol. And basically, the casket is to actually highlight those that have lost their lives. But the point of this is to bring awareness to the city's condition, the contributing factors to what leads to death, and to actually let people kind of the casket is not only symbolic, but it obviously is an attention getter. There is no threat. There is not a dummy in there with anybody's clothes, face, likeness, image. We have not said we're coming to put anybody in it or any of that. We're not leaving it anywhere with an unknown nefarious message or intent. We're saying, because it is something unusual, but we're highlighting the deaths that have happened and the messages, but we're canceling that by highlighting the truth. People looking at the casket, but hearing the message of what's going on, and then hopefully following it up with what are the solutions and who are the people contributing to those negative factors. So the one that we're doing on June 1st actually has nothing to do with the mayor or his administration directly, because this time we're coming so people can learn what's really going on in this city.
So Mr. Brown, the mayor, the march, or let's say political event Sunday, June the 1st, is a peaceful event, not a radical event. Am I correct?
It is an educational event that will be done in peace. So there is so many misunderstandings and misconceptions about what's going on in Flint. We're intending to walk that casket through the street to spark the conversations and to hopefully get the residents to have a voice on video. It will go viral with 200 people walking the casket down streets legally. No riots, no incitement of violence, no targets.
Perfect.
Just education and awareness. That's the point. And then we coupled it with bringing people from the faith community to pray with people, My mother is coming to pray with people. There's a pastor that's coming to minister to people. We're hoping to have positive music. We were thinking there would be food, and we just want to simply say we're canceling the funerals and we're gonna stand up together and we got your back. That's the point of everything.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much. Sound
Thank
like
you,
gonna be a
Jed.
peaceful event, and it's for the residents of this community. Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you.
Thank you
All right.
so
Bye bye.
much. And that's on record.
It's on record.
It's on record.
It's on record.
A10 News Media Group. It's on record.
Brought to you live today.
I'm done.
We out. Any hold on, it said water fatigue. This country doesn't care about water conversation. If you want the country to see the corruption in Flint, leave the water alone. That's coming from Councilman Dennis Pfeiffer. This is cold blooded. Any other thing you gotta say, Winters, before we get out? Because that's my man Pfeiffer himself.
What did he say? Leave. If you want the country to see the corruption in Flint, leave the water alone. Yeah.
Well, we won't be here long. We ain't gonna be able to afford to live here shortly.
That water,
Now you can see this, Mayor.
it's like liquid gold, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mayor, you thought you had did something. You thought you had did something today. You little sneaky devil.
Yep.
But Allah knows best. When they say you planning and Allah planning, and it didn't work out for you, Mayor, what you had intended to destroy worked out. And we see y'all.
Tonight, 7:00.
Oh, 7:00.
Sister Taliba.
And this gonna be the wind that Allah blew in.
Ooh.
She's coming in on the winds of Allah, baby. Since they want y'all had dirty evil's intentions, but God came on through. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will. And she gonna come on here and she gonna reveal y'all to yourself. And she gonna tell you about yourself. And she gonna tell you everything about a lost generation and the people that's lost and the lost roads and stuff.
Won't he do it? Acting like
Yes, he will.
and let the devil come on in and thought he was finna
That's my
cause
girl.
something. Peace, family. Peace, family.